Hey, hey, hey. What's up, you guys? Um, all right, today's video is going to be about um, the pharmaceutical companies and their shady business that they're doing. So I came across this post this morning from someone on my Facebook feed. Um, and I mean, I was shocked by it, but now I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I'm not really shocked because like I don't necessarily think that pharmaceutical corporations are like evil, but I do think that they're just out for money and power, and anything that messes with that, they're gonna try and like shut it down. So I'll read you the post. It was by Stonehouse Holistics, which I will link in the description box below. Um, and again, like if you've seen my other videos, you know I'm not like super in touch with what's going on in different countries. Even like my country of origin, Canada, I don't really know what's going on so much. Um, so yeah, it says now you will understand why acetaminophen, as in Tylenol, shelves are bare in Canada. I didn't know this, so I was like, they're bare. Tell me more. The corporate retail sector is terrified of being made liable for OTC, over the counter, medications causing harm. So they have pulled them and kept the public in the dark as to why. It is not a supply shortage. Yes. Not one mainstream corporate so-called news outlet is reporting on any of these studies because they are so beholden to the corrupt federal government and their precious pharma sponsors. It is revolting. This is what the post says. Tylenol usage during pregnancy, which I'm like, this is like my passion, connected to neurodevelopmental disorders like autism and ASD, or autism spectrum disorder. Proven based on emerging research conducted by Yale University and Johns Hopkins University 2022. So that's the first little drop of information there. Tylenol during pregnancy, which allegedly OTC medications are considered safe, are not safe. They're not safe because they are connected to autism. Proven, according to this post, which I did take a look at a little deeper. I did find some information that did corroborate what it is saying. So, first thing I'm going to say is if you are pregnant and you have taken Tylenol, please don't panic. This doesn't mean that, you take it once and all of a sudden, your baby is like, I don't even know how to say it, like fully autistic. However, no time like the present to just stop that right now. I'll continue. Prenatal, which means during pregnancy, and postnatal, which means like when a baby takes it, exposure to acetaminophen, Tylenol, in relation to autism spectrum and attention deficit and hyperactivity symptoms in childhood, a meta-analysis in 6 European population-based cohorts with the source. So, again, we're talking about autism, both if you took Tylenol while you were pregnant, and also if you've given your child Tylenol, it is linked to hyperactivity disorder as well as more autism. Guys, I remember when I was a kid, they would give Tylenols out at school. Like if you had a headache or something, like somebody would pop out a Tylenol real quick. PMS symptoms, Tylenol. Like it was just like seen as just safe. So people would just give it out to each other. And like it's not. I feel like not like I've been tricked, but like we've kind of been like misled here as a general population. We as the general population have been misled by these pharmaceutical companies. And obviously this isn't the first instance. I mean, come on, but just this one in particular to me is extra shocking because like I said, I grew up where they were just giving it out to kids at school. It wasn't considered a big deal. So another link, a systematic review of the link between autism spectrum disorder and acetaminophen. And another link, acetaminophen used during pregnancy, behavioral problems, and hyperkinetic disorders. And it says after the source, they knew since they, as in the pharmaceutical company that is making acetaminophen, aka Tylenol, they have known since 2014, guys. 2014. That was 8, almost 9 years ago, and it's just coming to light now. Like how many kids and how many people could have been spared having this disorder, as in autism or hyperactivity, if people would have just known, if people would have just been real and said, you know what, whoops, guys, sorry, we made a mistake. Um, we're gonna stop this right now and right our wrongs because it's tricky in my opinion with pharmaceuticals because you can test it for a year, 2 years, 5 years, but you don't really know the long-term effects because unless you test it for like 40 years or like the cycle of someone's life, you don't know. So, even something that's been tested, it's come to the marketplace or whatever, it's still an experiment. So, by you taking this drug that is allegedly been proven safe, you're still you're the experiment. Like that's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and what blows my mind even more is how people are so quick to like dismiss herbalism as like, ooh, it's fake, or oh, it's not real. Well, first of all, a lot of pharmaceutical medicines, if you call them that, are actually based off botanical substances like herbs and other plant-based medicines. So that's the first thing. So to like have this mentality that plants are not healing, and instead to take this like extract that has been like messed around with and say that that's more safe is wild. It's wild. It's like, and some people don't understand this either, but it's like if you were to just live off vitamins, you're not gonna be healthy. As in, like if you don't eat any food and you just take vitamins, that's not going to sustain you, and it doesn't make sense in theory because it gives you all of your daily recommended vitamins and minerals. So why wouldn't it? Well, it's because it's missing the rest of the plant. Like it's missing the rest of what needs to be there for your body to process it. So I just don't really understand this like disconnect between like plant-based medicine, like plant that like medicine that comes from the earth, and how it's like woo woo or like pseudoscience when it's been working for, I don't know, since humanity started. Like we have known about these plants, this information for generations upon generations. I don't want to say thousands of years because I don't have the information in front of me to sit here and say like this is exactly 7,000 years worth of knowledge. Like I don't know, but I do know that this style of medicine, as in herbology, and eating whole foods has been around a lot longer than acetaminophen, Tylenol. Um, and to think that people are quicker to trust something that's coming from a corporation that is for profit than instead like our ancestors is just kind of like what's been going on with us lately? Like how brainwashed are we that this is something that like we're quicker to trust a corporation, like I said, that's just out to make money. Like there are corporations out there that are manufacturing insulin and have raised the price so high, even though it's so cheap to make. That shows you right there that it's like just one example that they don't care about their customers. They're not like, oh, the customer is king. We love you, customers. They don't care. They don't care what happens to the people taking this medication. They just want people to take it. So they're just going to raise the price, make it unaffordable, or just release stuff that, they think it's been tested, but it's, they don't know the long-term effects of this stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that this is happening, but it is. And it's, it can't be ignored. Like I said, when I was growing up, kids at school, they would pop Tylenols like it was nothing. Even when I would go like to get dental work and I needed to get a filling or something, they give me Tylenol 3s. What's up with that? Like I know it's a painkiller, but I'm just wondering like what kind of damage that did to me to just take this medication. And again, like if you've only taken it like once or something, it's not that big of a deal, like your body is able to heal itself is like if you're taking care. But if you're taking Tylenols every day, like damn, you should probably stop. If you've got your kid on Tylenol, you should cut that quick because, I don't want to say that autism is like, oh, we need to eliminate autism. I don't know enough about autism to say that it's bad or it's we we don't want it because I don't think that's true. I feel like there are some silver linings. However, it is a disorder and I feel like the more that we can prevent stuff like this from happening and returning to our whole selves through plant medicine, plant foods, etc., the better. There's honestly been times where I've questioned if I was a little autistic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am. Is the diagnosis going to really change anything for me? Probably not. I'm not on any medication. I think there is just a beauty in just being, eating, eating healthily, living a preventative lifestyle. I think that's really changed my life a lot because honestly, I could probably be on medications for PCOS or BPD or all these other labels that I've received from the, you know, allopathic medicine industry, but I'm not, and I'm still okay. So I'm definitely not sitting here telling people to go off their pharmaceutical medication. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't take it as that. I need people instead to start questioning what you're putting into your body, period. Because if you are spending your whole life focused on your body, you're missing the whole point of life. Like, like Maslow hierarchy of needs. If you're all in the bottom, you can't get to the top. If you know anyone who is taking Tylenol, um, or has any Tylenol in their home, next time you see them, tell them about these studies. I'll link the original um, post I saw in the description below, and just share this information with them because, like I said, we have all been duped into thinking that this is a safe medication. But guess what, guys? There is no safe medication. If it's a pharmaceutical medicine, it's not safe for everyone. Might be safe for a little while, might be okay because our body can regenerate and heal itself, but long term, it's no good. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe.